Okay. All right, so I just have a little background information on clinical trials. So for those of you that had the pleasure of hearing Dr. Weiss this morning, she was talking about when women are diagnosed with breast cancer, she will help them find some clinical trials. So there is a website called clinicaltrials.gov, and it currently lists over 200,000 studies that are going on in all 50 states and 195 countries. So that is a hub for patients and providers too, who are looking for other avenues for patients. So for those of you that aren't quite sure what a clinical trial is, it's participants receive some sort of intervention according to the research plan or protocol. So that intervention could be a medical product, it could be something like telehealth, it could be something like a wearable device, in case anybody was in the patent session this morning. It could be a drug, could be another sort of implantable device, some procedure, or some change in behavior. Could even be something like diet or of that sort. So I'd like to introduce our two wonderful speakers. First, we're going to hear from Melanie Lemke, who is the Associate Director and Trial Leader in Oncology at Janssen, which Janssen is a subsidiary of the research arm of Johnson & Johnson, for those of you who don't know. And then we're going to hear from Maria Yonchek, who is the Clinical Research and Operations Professional for Cutanea Life Sciences. So without further ado, they're each going to speak for a few minutes, and then we will have time for questions at the end.
Hi, everybody. My name is Melanie Lemke. Thanks for coming today. It's very nice to be back here at Villanova and to see so many of you come out here on a Saturday, so I appreciate it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the evolution of technology in the pharmaceutical drug development scene, and this is mainly from my perspective because I've been doing the research side of things for 14 years now. So I'll give you a little bit about my background and give you the little past, present, and future of research. So I graduated high school a long time ago. It's almost embarrassing to put it up there, but back in 1991 is when I graduated, and it also happens to be the year the World Wide Web went public. So it's sort of a good segue for giving my my history here. It's also around the time I got my first email account, which was AOL, which I don't think anybody has an AOL account anymore except for my mom. I graduated from Villanova here. I'm very proud to say that, back in 1996 with a degree in nursing. I loved it here, so it's exciting for me to be here actually speaking with you. And then about a year later is when Google came out, and everybody uses Google now, so that was one of the first real good search engines that was out there, and that came out in 1997. And that's also around the time I got my first cell phone. So can you imagine getting through high school and college without a smartphone or cell phone nowadays? But I survived. And I almost wish we still had it like that. So I worked as a nurse from 96 to 2003. I worked locally as a critical care nurse right down the road at Lemke. I liked critical care, and I liked it because technology was involved. More than just your patient sitting in the bed. Basically, the more tubes coming out of my patients and machines that were surrounding my patients, the happier I was as a nurse, because it gave me information about my patient and made me a better nurse. You know, I was able to take better care of them, having the option to have all of these monitors around them. And then in 2003, I moved from the bedside to the desk side, and I moved into the research realm.